Even this is also called as alphanumeric. Okay, this is also called alphanumeric. And S3 equal to within double quotes. I'm writing A123. And if I'm writing S3 dot is alphanumeric. So is it the string contain alphabets as well as digits? So even this is also called as which string here? Alphanumeric. So the string which contain only alphabets, it is called as alphanumeric. The string which contain only digits is also called alphanumeric. The string which contain alphabets and digits is also called alphanumeric. Is also called alphanumeric. Here. The string which contain only alphabets is called alphanumeric. The string which contain only digits is called alphanumeric. The string which contain alphabets and digits also called alphanumeric. But the string contain special characters. So I try to write some dollar. So alphanumeric doesn't allow any special character. If I'm saying is alphanumeric, then it is written what? False. Okay. So alphanumeric means it should contain alphabets, digits, alphabets and digits, but should not contain any special characters. Alphabets and digits, but it should not contain any special characters. Should not alphanumeric keys. Okay. Now these are to verify validations. It is used for validating the string. It is used for validating a string. Okay. Is alpha numeric? And is alphabetic? So input string dot is alphabetic. So that you can call it as alphabetic string. The string which contain only alphabets. The string which contain only alphabets. That is called as alphabetic string. Is alpha written true if all characters in the string are alphabetic. And there is at least one character, it will return which one? False. So it should contain only alphabets, but should not contain any other special characters. Only alphabets, not digits also. For example, I'm taking name. Name must be what here? Alphabetic. So I've taken only one name, and name must be alphabetic. I'm trying to say name dot is alpha. Name dot is alpha. Now this is which string here? Alphabetic string. For example, if I take username, username is, for example, I said and Naresh123. But if I'm saying username dot is alpha, is it username is alphabetic string? No. It is having alphabets as well as what? Digits. Okay. So name is alphabetic and username is not alphabetic. Username is what? Alpha numeric. Name is alphabetic string, but username is alpha numeric string. Username is what here? Alpha numeric string. Name is alphabetic, but username is what here? Alpha numeric. Okay. The next is, so these are simple things like is a decimal. So all these are to examine whether, okay, to examine whether A string contain. Now this is useful. One minute. So his decimal is there. So his decimal is to verify. Okay, to verify. So return true if all characters in the string are decimal characters. And there is at least one character, it will return false. If there is at least one character, then it will return what here? False. Now this is useful when you're converting string to integer. When you're converting string to integer, before converting, see, all these are to handle the errors. Okay, for example, if you are developing a registration page, if you are developing one registration, where in registration, so the registration must contain, like name should be alphabetic, username should be what? Alpha numeric. So all these are validations. In the same way, for example, I'm taking one string, some str1 equal to within double quotes 65, but whatever you write in the double quotes is a string. Okay, whatever you write in the double quotes, is it a string or not? Yes. But 65 is what here? Integer. But this integer is represented as what? String. 65 is an integer and this integer is represented as what? String. But this integer is which type of integer? Decimal integer. So before converting to integer, I want to verify, is it the string contain decimal integer or not? So I just write str1 dot is a decimal. So is a string contain decimal integer or not? Yes. The string contain which integer here? Decimal integer. The string contain which integer here? Decimal integer. I'm writing str2 equal to within double quotes. Within double quotes, if I'm writing 0x 0x ab is a string contain which integer? Hexadecimal integer. So I'll try to say str1 dot is a decimal. Now in this case, is it written true or false? True. Sorry, str2 dot is a decimal. So what is this? Is decimal? Is it written true or false? False. Because the string doesn't have a decimal integer. The string is having which integer? Hexadecimal integer. Now this is useful when you're trying to do some conversions, right? This is useful when you're trying to do some conversions like integer to, when you're doing some conversions like integer to string. If you're converting integer to string, when you're trying to convert integer to string, you're trying to use these methods. Is alpha numeric, is decimal. Okay, like this. Is a digit. Okay, this is similar to that only. Is a digit is there. str dot is a digit. So return true if all characters in the string are digits. Return true is similar to is a decimal only. Return true, return true, return true if all the characters in the string are digits and there is at least one character, it will return what? False. It is similar to is decimal only. Is a digit is similar to is a decimal only. Okay, so whatever characters are there in the string must be digits. If I'm writing some 678, so str3 dot is a digit, so it contain only digits. str4 equal to some within double quotes, I write some 0 1 2 3. If I'm writing str4 dot is a digit, now string contain only digits. But if I'm writing str4 dot is a decimal, it is written again str4 dot is decimal, again it is written what? True. So this both are what you are saying. The string contain digits, the string contain only digits, then it returns true. Otherwise it will return what here? False. So this is just to examine str dot space, str dot space here, space is there. How can you verify the string contain? Okay, how can you verify the string contain only spaces? The string contain only spaces. The string should not contain any other characters except what here? Spaces. The string should not contain any other characters except what here? Spaces. It should not contain any other characters except what here? Spaces. Then you are trying to use str dot is space. So return true if there are only white space characters in the string and there is at least one character, it will return what? False. Okay, at least one character, it will return what here? False. Okay, so it should contain only space. It should contain only space. str1. Okay, I just given only space. Now the string is having only space. str1 dot is space. Now when I say is space, so the string contain only spaces. If I'm writing str2 equal to again, it is one space or more than one space. str3 dot is space and the string contain only spaces. But if I'm trying to write str4 equal to within double quotes, some a space 1 2 3, but this is also having alphabets. The string is also having, okay, the string is also having alphabets, but the string should contain only spaces. But the string is also having which one? Alphabets. It is also having alphabets and digits. So because of that, it is written what here? False. For example, okay, for example, so all these are to verify input values. All these are verify input values. Okay, for example, okay, I'm trying to input the name, input enter name, input enter name. So I want to verify this input name is valid or not. So how can I verify the name should be alphabetic? Is alpha, the name should be alphabetic. And at the name, if name must be alphabetic, and if not a name dot is space, okay, is space, I'm saying is space, if not a space, the name should not be space. If name should not be what here? Space. Now I'm trying to check different things here. First I'm checking here, is it name is a space? And if the name not having a space, name is not a space, then you are checking is it name is alphabetic or not. Then I'm saying so format some name and I'm saying hello. So otherwise, I'm trying to display the message saying that okay, name should contain name should contain only which one here? Alphabets. Name should contain only alphabets. Okay, else I'm trying to display the message saying that spaces are not the name should not be a space. I can write name should not be a space. Okay, name should not contain the space. So these are some validations. Okay, these are some validations you're trying to verify. These are some validations you're trying to verify. Now enter the name, and I try to enter the name as Naresh. So Naresh is alphabet, and I try to enter the name as a space. I've given the name as what here space, and if I press enter, name should not be space. Okay, if I press enter, name should not be what here space, and I try to enter the name NIT 123. Name should not name should contain only alphabets. Name should contain only alphabets. Now all these are what here validations. All these validations you are trying to verify it by using which methods here? Examine methods. String examine methods. All this you are trying to verify. All this you are trying to verify by using string examine methods, right? Okay. Now even you have some more methods, some more examine methods like str dot is a title. Okay, is a title case. Is a title case. If the input string is a title case, so return true. Okay, return true. So return true if the string is a title case string and there is at least one character. For example, uppercase characters may be only follow uncased characters and lowercase characters only cased ones. Return what false otherwise. What is the meaning of title case here is? So this is called as a title case. So first letter of the word is in what? Capital. For example, Python. So in Python, P is a capital. So this you can call it as which one here? Title case. Okay, this is called as which one here? Title case. This is called as a title case here. So P is a capital and remaining all are in which one here? Small. This is called as which string here? Capital case. For example, A. So ABC is one word. ABC is one word and XYZ is one word. So every word starting letter should be in what? Capital. Every word starting letter should be in what here? Capital. So that you can call it as which one here? Title case. So A is capital and X is also capital. Now this you can call it as which string here? Title case. Title case means first letter should be what here? Capital. Title case means first letter should be what here? Capital. Then you are saying it as a title case. Yes, every word starting letter. Now, for example, you are trying to input the name Name is there. Name is having first name. Name is having first name and it is having last name. So I'm trying to say name dot is a title. So name is in which case here? Title case. So first word of every letter should be in which case? Capital letters. First, first, first letter of every word should be in capital. First word of every letter should be in what? Capital. That you are saying it as which case? Title case. Okay, in the same way, I'm trying to say name or str1 equal to some Python. But is it first letter is title capital here? No. So this will return, oh sorry, str1 dot is a title. So this will return what here? False. Because the string is not in title case. The string is not in which case? Title case. So every word first letter should be in capital. Then it is called as a title case. Otherwise, it is not called as a title case here. So that is called as is a title. Then str1 dot is upper. Str1 dot is upper is. Now this is to convert a string into which case? Uppercase. Now if you want to convert the string into uppercase, you are trying to say str dot is to find whether input string is in uppercase, then you are trying to use this. Return true if all case characters in the string are uppercase and there is at least one cased character, it will return false. For example, sometimes when you're typing a name, okay, input name, so input enter name, name must be given block letters. Okay, now you'll say in the brackets, block letters, you'll say block letters, means you have to give this in which case here? Uppercase. But suppose if I'm trying to enter the name, if name is upper, if name is upper and name dot is alpha, name dot is upper and is alpha, then I'm trying to say format. So format name is valid. Format name is what here? Valid. Okay, else I'm trying to say print format. Okay, format name is not a format name is not a valid. Okay, format name is valid. Otherwise, you are saying format name is not a valid. So name dot is upper and name dot is alpha. Name dot is upper. So it should be in which letters? Block letters. How can you verify is block letters? By using is upper and it should contain only alphabets. Okay. Now once I run this, enter the name. So I try to enter the name called Naresh. So Naresh is valid because it is block letters, means uppercase. I try to execute again. I try to enter Suresh. But is it in uppercase block letters? No. Okay. Now Suresh is not valid. Suresh is not valid because it is not entered in which letters? Block letters. Block letters. Now you have to enter in uppercase. But how can you verify is a string is having uppercase? So by using one function or method called is upper. By using one method called which one is a upper. So that will verify is it input string is in uppercase or not. Is it input string is in uppercase or not? Okay, right now that verification is done by using these methods like is upper and is like this. So there is a methods like str dot join. So there is a method called join method. Yes, str dot join method. So there is a method called join. So join is, now there is a split and there is a join. You have a split method also. There is a split method and there is what? Join method. So str dot join, it followed by iterable. So what is iterable here? Collection. Okay, collection of values. Iterable is nothing but collection of values. You split the string and after split you want to join it. You split the string by using a split and after splitting you want to join it. How can you join it? By using a method called which one? Join. And str dot join, now you are joining the list of strings. You're joining collection of strings. You're joining collection of string. Joining is nothing but concatenating. Okay. So return a string which is concatenation of the strings. Return a string which is a concatenation of the strings in what? Iterable. A type error will be raised. Type error will be raised if there are any non-string values in what? Iterable. Included byte objects. The separator between the elements is the string providing these methods. Now you have to define the separator. You have to define what here? Separator. For example, there is a list. The list contains the strings like A, B. The list contains the strings like A, B, C, D, and E. Now the list is having how many strings here? 5 strings. The list is having how many strings here? 5 strings. I want to join these 5 strings. I want to concatenate these 5 strings. I want to concatenate this 5 string. I'll say S equal to, okay, I'm joining all the strings with the comma, or I'm joining this all the strings without any separator. So first one is called as here separator. What is a separator? You want to use it for joining. But I'm not giving any separator. I want to join it without using any separator. So join, what is this here? List. Now if you see string, the string is what here? A, B, C, D, E. It means you are trying to join it without using any separator. Now I want to join it by using a separator called, I want to join it by using a separator called star. Okay, star dot join. Okay, L means all these values are joined or concatenated by using a separator called which one? Star. Now if you see S1, if you see S1 is having A star, B star, C star, D star, and E. If I'm trying to write S2 equal to within double quotes, I want to join all these strings by using a separator called which one? Space. I want to join all these strings by using a separator called which one? Space. Now there is a split and there is what? Join. For example, there is a string 1. Okay, string 1 is having, okay, string 1 is having some name. Rama Rao is a name. Now you are trying to say L equal to str1 dot split. You are trying to split this. You are trying to split this string into how many strings here? 2 strings. Now the list is having how many strings here? 2 strings. It means you split the string into 2 strings by using split. Now after split, I want to join. Okay. Then I'm trying to write here str2 equal to str2 equal to, now this is the string which you are trying to join with it. Okay. Now I want to use the separator as a colon. I want to use the separator as which one here? Colon. Colon. I'm just writing here join And what is this here? List. Now, if you see str2 is having Rama Rao, but this separation is done by using which one here? Colon. So there is a split and there is also which one? Join. There is a split and there is also which one? Join. There is a split. For example, there is a names list. For example, there is a names list. So names list is having some names. Okay. Okay, there is some names here. There is some names here. So this is one name and assume that this is another name. Two names are there. One is Ramesh and one more is Suresh. Now what I want to do is I want to join this two names. I want to join these two names, right? I want to join these two names. How can I join these two names? Okay, by using some n equal to, okay, there is a space. I want to join with the space dot. I'm trying to say your join and what I'm saying here names list. Names list. Now n is a string having how many names here? Two names. But this is only one string or not? Yes. This is only one string. It is not multiple strings. This is only one string. Now, if you want to split and join, you can use a method called join here. But joining always done by using one separator. See, joining always done using one separator. So this method is very much useful. Because this is called as concatenation. Now, concatenation of the strings are done by using join method. Concatenation of the strings are done by using which method? Join method, right? So there is one more method called a left justified. Now this is for alignment. Left justified. But initially I said center. Initially I said center, but this is what here left. Initially I said center, but this is what here left. Left justification. Return the string left justified in a string of length width. Return the string left justified in a string of length width. Now padding is done using the specified fill character. This is nothing but space. Padding is nothing but space here. Done using the specified fill is done by using specified fill character. Return the string left justified in a string of length width. Return the string left justified in a string of length width. And padding is done using the specified fill. Padding is done using the specified fill character. Now this is when you're trying to generate the reports. This is when you're trying to generate what here reports. For example, if you want some alignment is always done within the given width. Alignment, suppose width, display width is, assume that display width is 10. Assume that display width is what here 10. And within the 10, suppose name is taken only within the 10, the name is taken how many characters? 4 characters. Then remaining all are what here? Spaces. Now left justified means within the given width, where is alignment? Left alignment or not? Yes. Left alignment means the flow of characters are from left to right. The flow of characters are from left to right. But this name is taken how many characters here? 4 characters. Now 10 minus 4. Okay, 10 minus 4 is what here? 6. So 4 is your name and remaining 6 are what here? Spaces. For example, you are displaying the name called Naresh. Okay, now what is the display width here? 10. And Naresh is taken how many characters here? 6. And 10 minus 6 is what here? 4. And remaining characters are what? Spaces. But how many spaces it will display? 4 spaces. Now this is useful when you're generating a tabular report. Tabular report means, for example, there is a so there is a dictionary of students. There is a dictionary of students which is having name of the student and course of the student. Okay, name of the student and course of the student. Okay, name of the student. So there is a name of the student. Okay, course of the student. Okay, name of the student. And one more is a course of the student. So name of the student and course of the student, like this. I have some 5 names, name and course, name and course, name and course, like this. Okay, name of the student and course of the student, and name of the student and course of the student, like this. You have some names and courses. Okay. So for name comma course in students dot items. Items means it will return item view. So what item view contain tuple? This tuple is having how many values? 2 values. The first value is assigned to what? Name, and second value is assigned to what? Course. Then I'm saying print name dot left justified. So I try to give the width of this is some 12. The width of this is 12, and comma course dot left justified, and the width of this is given 10. So what is the display width I've given here? 10. What is the display width I've given here? 12. What is the display width I've given here? 10. But what is the display width I've given here? 12. But 12 means Naresh take how many characters? 6. But display width is what? 12. Then remaining 6 are what? Spaces. But spaces are at which side? Right side. The spaces are displayed at which side here? Right side. I can see this complete name is how many width? 12. But remaining all are spaces. Now Python is how many here? Display width is a 10. Then remaining all are what? Spaces. But in the place of spaces, if I want to fill with any other character, so I want to fill with the character called which one? Star. I don't want the spaces, but I want the remaining should be filled with what? Stars. Now here Python is filled with, after Python there is what? Spaces. After Java there is what? Spaces. But total width is how much here? 10. But within that your Python is taking how many characters? 6. Then remaining 4 are what here? Spaces. Now in the place of spaces, if you want to fill with any special character, you can use a special character. Okay, special character. Okay, I said here hash. Now the remaining characters are filled with what here? Hashes. Okay, but by default it is filled with what here? Spaces. Now this is proper alignment, right? So each column width is how much here? 12. This column width is 12 and this column width is what? 10. This column width is a 12 and this column width is what? 10. So if it is more than that, it will try to fill with the spaces. Okay, it is try to fill with the spaces here. Now in the same way, now in the beginning I said center alignment. So name comma course in students dot items. So I try to print name dot center. Alignment is what here? Center. Center alignment. This alignment is center. Means flow of characters are from middle, right? Because total width is 12 and 12 minus 6 is what? 6. Then there is some spaces at 3 spaces at left side and 3 spaces at what? Right side. Now Suresh is there again 6, 3 spaces at left side and 3 spaces at what? Right side. Now this alignment is what here? Center alignment. This alignment is center alignment within the given width. Within the given width, this alignment is center. Now you can see some stars at left side and some stars at which one? Right side. But you can see Naresh is in the middle or not? Yes. So this alignment is center. Okay. Comma. I'm trying to give course. Now course alignment is what here? Left justification. So left alignment and 10. But here it will try to give the spaces. It will try to give the spaces at which side? Right side. In the place of spaces, I want to fill with some special characters. I want to fill with some special characters. And what is a special character here? Dollars. What is a special character here? Dollars, right? So this is called as alignment. This is called as which one here? Alignment. So you are trying to do this kind of alignments here, right? But generating formatted outputs. This kind of alignments, you are doing it for generating formatted outputs. Okay, right now then, now this is for converting string. This is for converting string into which case here? Lowercase. If you want to convert the string into lowercase, you are trying to use the method called str dot lower, right? So this is a method which you are using to convert the string into which case? Lowercase. If you want to convert the input string into lowercase, you are converting it by using str.lower. Written copy of the string with all case characters converted into which case here? Lowercase. All these characters converted into which case here? Lowercase. All case characters converted into which case here? Lowercase. So that is done by using str dot. Okay, right? So that is converting string into which case here? Lowercase. So you are converting the string to the lowercase by using this particular approach. So there is a conversion methods, right? Now converting string to the lowercase, converting string into the lowercase. Okay, this is a swap case. So all these are conversion methods. And this is a title case. And this is a uppercase. So there is a title case and there is what here uppercase like this. You are trying to do some conversions here. Yes, here swap case, lowercase, uppercase, title case, and swap case. Lowercase, uppercase, title case, and swap case. Now, even we have seen in the beginning, capitalized. So these are very simple, like converting string from uppercase to what here, lowercase. str1 equal to some nourish. So if you want to convert this string into what is this uppercase, I'll say str1 dot upper. Now this is str1 comma str2. Now str1 is the lowercase string and str2 is in which string? Uppercase string. str1 is a lowercase string and str2 is which string here? Uppercase string. str1 is in lowercase, but str2 is in which case here? Uppercase, right? In the same way, I'm trying to say str3 equal to within double quotes Python and str4 equal to str3 dot. So I try to convert the string into which case here? Lowercase. str3 comma str4. Now Python and Python. So in the same way, str5 equal to some so Python programming language. Now this is a string Python programming language. str6 equal to str5 dot. str6 equal to str5 dot title case. Now title case means every letter str5, every word first letter is in capital. Every word first letter is in what? Capital. See, in Python P is capital and programming P is capital. In language L is also what? Capital. Every word starting letter is converted into which case? Uppercase. Now that you can call it as title case. Okay, that is called as which string here? Title case string. Okay. And str7, now this is called as a swap case. Swap case means, for example, I said n is small, ARESH. Okay. Now n is a small and remaining all are in what? Capital. So swap case is converting lowercase to uppercase and uppercase to what? Lowercase. Okay, that is done by using a method called which one here? Swap case. And there is a two strings here, str7 and one more is what? str8. Now str7, in str7 n is small and remaining all are capital, and this n is capital and remaining all are what? Small. Swapping case means uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to which one here? Uppercase, and that you can call it as which one? Swap case. Yes, these are examples for these methods here. Uppercase, lowercase, title case, uppercase, lowercase, title case, and one more is which one? Swap case. Uppercase, lowercase, and one more is what? Swap case. There is a L strip. Now there is a method called L strip here. Now L strip is nothing but removing leading characters, removing leading characters. Okay, so return a copy of the string, with leading characters removed. Return a copy of the string with leading characters removed. The character argument is a string specifying the set of characters to be removed. The character argument is a string specifying the set of characters to be removed. If you don't give this, the character arguments default to what? Spaces. The character argument is not a prefix, rather than all combinations of its values are what here removed. So L strip is nothing but return copy of the string with leading characters removed. Leading characters removed. So what will happen in application development is, okay, suppose this is one GUI, graphical user interface. So where you'll try to enter something like username, and you will try to enter which one? Password. You try to input this username in one text field. You'll try to input some password in another text field. So how many text fields are there here? Two text fields are there. One text field is username and one more text field is what here? Password. First text field is username and second text field is what? Password. Now there is one button called which one? Sign in. But what will happen when you enter username? You'll try to enter the username. When input username, you input username by giving, assume that before name you have given some spaces. Before name you have given some spaces. Before name, what is given here? Spaces. So when you read the value from this text field, will it read the value along with the spaces or not? Yes. It will read the value along with the spaces also. But username which is already registered is what? Nourish. Okay. The username which is already registered is Nourish. But input username is also what? Nourish. But before Nourish, there is some spaces. Is a space, Nourish is equal to Nourish? No, not equal. Then I want to remove this leading spaces before comparing. Before comparing, I want to remove what here? Leading spaces. Before comparing, I want to remove that leading spaces and then I want to do comparison. Before comparing, I want to remove that leading spaces. Then I want to do what? Comparison. I want to remove that leading spaces and then I want to do some comparison. Then how can you do that? I want to remove that leading spaces and then I want to compare it. Then I can remove this leading spaces by using one method called what? L strip. I'll try to use a method called which one? L strip. So that will remove leading spaces characters, leading characters. But if you don't give which character to be removed, then by default it will remove space. If you don't specify which character to be removed, suppose str1 is spaces, NIT. str1 is spaces, what is that? NIT. Okay. So what is the length of str1? Okay, some spaces and NIT. What is the length here? 9. str2 equal to str1 dot L strip. str1 dot which one? L strip. Now what L strip is doing? What L strip is doing? It is removing which spaces here? Leading spaces. What L strip is doing? It is removing which spaces here? Leading spaces. What L strip is doing? It is removing some leading spaces. Leading spaces get removed. What will happen here? It is trying to remove leading spaces. Okay, now if you say print length of str2, what is the length of str2? 3. But this is having some spaces at left side or not? Yes, that get removed. That suppose if I compare this str1 and str2, so what is the value of str1? Okay, N80. What is the value of str2? N80. But before N80, is it any spaces are there? No. It is not only remove the leading spaces, any characters, any leading characters. For example, star, star, star. Okay, star, 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 N80. Now I want to remove that junk characters. Then I'll try to say S1 dot L strip. And what I want to remove here, star. So it will try to find those characters from left onwards. This is S1 and this is what here, S2. It is not only remove one character, it also remove combinations. Combinations means, for example, I have a star star, okay, some dollar percentage hash at the rate, okay, and after that I have a NIT. Okay, after that I have NIT and I'm saying S4 equal to S3 dot, S3 dot, what is that? L strip. So I want to remove all these characters like dollar, I want to remove star, I want to remove, sorry, at the rate star, dollar, and one more is which one? Percentage. And I want to remove which one? Hash. So it will search until it is found from left. When it is not found, it will stop. So it will search. Is it star is there? Yes, delete it. Star is there? Yes, delete it. Dollar is there? Yes, delete it. Dollar is there? Yes, delete it. Percentage is there? Yes, delete it. And hash is there? Yes, delete it. At the rate is there? Yes, delete it. But n is there? No. N is not there. It will stop. It means after n, if there is a star, will it delete? No. So leading means it should be there only at which side? Left side, not in middle. Not in middle. It should be there only at which side? Left side. Okay, but is it n is there? No. Is it n is there? No, it will stop it. If n is there, no, it is not there, then it will stop it. Now this is string 3 and this is what your string 4. This is a string 3 which contain only, which one here string 4 is having only n8. So it is by default is trying to remove only spaces. By default it is trying to remove only spaces. But if you want to remove any other character, also you can remove it. It can be either one character or combination of characters. It can be either one character. It can be either one character. It can be either one character or combination of characters. Either one character or combination of characters. It can be either one character or combination of characters. So that you can call it as which one here? L strip. L strip is there and there is a, yes, make translation. This is for doing translation here. str dot make translation. This method returns a translation table usable for str dot translate. These both are interlinked here. str dot translate. So translating the string, that is nothing but converting plain text into ciphertext. Okay, converting plain text into some other text. Converting plain text into some other text. Now some other text, that conversion you are doing it by creating one translation table. Now the translation table you are trying to create it by using one method called make translation table. So this will create one translation table, and using the translation table, you'll try to do what? Translation. Make translation and translation table. Now this will return translation table. Now this is for encryption and decryption, like that. For example, I create one translation table, T equal to str dot make trans. I'm creating one translation table where I want to translate AEIOU, where I want to translate AEIOU with, okay, at the rate hash dollar percentage and cap, at the rate dollar, at the rate hash dollar percentage and what cap means I want to translate A with what at the rate. I want to translate E to what here hash. I want to translate I to what dollar. I want to translate O to what here percentage. I want to translate U to what here cap symbol. I want to translate like this. Now this is creating which table? Translation table. This is creating one translation table. Translation table. str dot make trans will return one translation table. Now convert into list. Convert string into list and do changes. Already I said that. Okay, string is immutable. How can you do the changes? Convert string to list. So is it list is mutable or immutable? Mutable. So convert string to list and do the changes. Convert string to the list and then do the changes. Convert string to the list and then do the changes. Convert string to the list and then do the changes here, right? Then S5, suppose there is one string, some S1 equal to some programming, S1 equal to some programming, okay? Okay, S1 equal to programming. He asked a question, I responded. Yes. Okay. S1 equal to programming and S2 equal to S1 dot translate. S1 dot translate T. T is nothing but which table here? Translation table. T is which table here? Translation table, right? So it will try to translate. Now O is translated to what? O is translated to what here? Percentage. Then A is translated to what here? At the rate. And I is translated to what here? I is translated to which one? Dollar. It's nothing but encrypting and decryption like that. Now this is a string one which is programming, and this is string two which is PRO. O is translated to percentage, and I is translated to at the rate, and A is A is translated to at the rate, and I is translated to what? Dollar. It means if you want to translate one string, okay, if you want to convert some plain text into some other text, if you want to convert that plain text into what? Some other text, you can do that by using this make translate and translate. Suppose while storing the passwords into the database, you don't want the password should be stored in same way, but you want to convert into some other text. Then I can create one translation table to convert that password into some other text. And after reading again, I can convert into original by using another translation table. Okay. So that is make trans and translate. Two methods are there. One is make trans and one more is what? Translate. Make trans and one more is the translate. So until unless you don't create translation table, you cannot do the translation. Until unless you don't create the translation table, you cannot do what? Translation. Okay. So first you have to create translation table. But how you are creating a translation table? By using one method called which one? Make trans. Using this method, you are creating one translation table. By using make trans, you are creating one translation table. And you are using the translation table to translate the string. You are using the translation table to translate what? String. You are using the translation table to translate the string, right? Okay, just try to understand this. Make trans and translate. Okay, right? Okay, fine. So we'll do one thing, right? Remaining methods we'll see tomorrow, right? So tomorrow we'll complete this string and we'll start functions, how to develop your own functions, right? So we'll stop it here today and tomorrow we'll continue this, right? Thank you.